As adoptive parents, one of the biggest questions we face is this: when should we tell our child they're adopted? Many parents hold on, waiting for the perfect moment. But the truth is, there's no perfect moment. What matters most is how you approach it, with honesty, consistency, and love. Some parents choose never to tell their child, hoping to avoid confusion or pain. But for most families, keeping adoption a secret can cause more harm in the long run. Children deserve to know their story, and hearing it early, in age-appropriate ways, helps them grow up with confidence in who they are. One of the most powerful tools you have is story time. As early as 1-year-old, you can begin reading children's books about adoption. These simple stories introduce the idea that families are formed in different ways. When your child hears the word adoption from the very beginning, it becomes part of their normal life story, not a shocking revelation later. Some families are made through birth, and some through adoption. Both are filled with love. A message like that plants seeds of belonging, and the more your child hears it, the more natural it feels. As your child grows, the way you talk about adoption should grow too. For toddlers, it might be a simple story about how they came into your family. For school-age children, you can add more details about their birth family. And as teens, they may want to know the harder truths, like why their birth parents made the choices they did. This doesn't have to be one big, scary conversation. Think of it as a series of talks over time, where you add layers as your child is ready. That way, they never feel like something was hidden from them. Eventually, there comes a day when you sit down with your child and tell them their full birth story. By this time, you've built a foundation through smaller conversations. You've read stories, answered questions, and created a safe space for them to process their feelings. Remember, this moment is about them, not about easing your fears. Speak from the heart, focus on their feelings, and remind them that it's okay to feel a mix of emotions: love, sadness, curiosity, even anger. When children know their adoption story early, it helps them build a strong sense of identity. They don't feel blindsided as teens or adults, and they don't have to question whether they can trust the people who raised them. Telling your child early doesn't erase pain, but it shows them you respect their truth. It proves you are a safe place for their questions, even the hard ones. At the end of the day, there's never a perfect moment to tell your child they're adopted. But by starting early, building the story over time, and leading with honesty and love, you give your child the gift of belonging. Adoption is part of who they are, and when you honor that truth, you give them the freedom to grow into their full, authentic self. Thank you for watching. If this video spoke to you, share it with someone who might need these words today. And remember, adoption is a journey, not a one-time story. Visit Uplifting Lives Through Adoption to discover more heartfelt stories, gentle encouragement, and powerful reminders that love is what truly makes a family. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay inspired.